senior teachers to come up front as well to join me and our dean team. Megan. Okay, we'll be here. All right, so as the leaders of the building, there is an expectation of leadership. That's the kitchen. Okay. There is an expectation of leadership. Graduation, and I know I say it a lot in class, is June 1st. Earliest graduation we've ever had in the history of mastery. Like not just Lenfest, in the history of mastery period. Okay? You will be seen as an adult after high school graduation, whether you're 18 or not. What's been happening in our building? We've been trying to celebrate you guys as best as possible. Some of you have your senior shirts on right now. On Friday, we had a wellness day. We had a trip a couple of weeks ago. We have a lot of things coming up. However, those things need to be earned. And there have been behaviors displayed repeatedly by the senior class that have not been leadership worthy. So today's meeting, and I need everybody's attention. I shouldn't see anybody's cell phone. We're going to go over what the expectation is for you to be a senior in this class. I ask for everyone's attention, and I also ask for our senior team to join us up front because we are a united front. It does not matter if it's my class, Ergane's class, Welsh's class, Hutton's class. It doesn't matter if it's outside at lunch. These expectations need to be upheld for the next 8 weeks. We ask culture to join us because, again, we are a united front. So I'm going to go through what the behaviors have been and the issues that need to be addressed before you graduate from high school. Attendance, being at school every day. I asked Ayanna to record this because daily, in the beginning of the day, we are missing 20 to 25 seniors. Attendance is a huge part of being able to graduate from high school. This is school. And a big part of school is learning. And you cannot learn if you are not here. Lateness. I'm not talking 8:11. I'm talking 11 o'clock. People walking into school whenever they feel like it. Getting to school late. Every single day. Without rhyme or reason. It's not funny. This is a life expectation. There are things that you need to do. If you're going to have a job, if you're going to college, professors will tell you not even to come into class, a class that you already paid for with your tuition. Your job will tell you to just go back home because you're too late to start your shift. And I don't want to hear, well, they're paying me, so I'm going to be there. You're not going to get a high school diploma from Walmart or KFC or McDonald's. Do y'all hear me? So that excuse about them paying you and you being there, that means nothing. Get to school on time. Late to class. This is disrespectful to your teachers who have put your lessons together. It's disrespectful to your classmates who are there to learn. One time, okay, things happen. But there are students that come late to everybody's class. Every single day. Not funny. Hall walking. Just being in the hallways. And if somebody says something to you, it's a fight. I got to pass, or I'm going to the bathroom, no. You're supposed to be where you're supposed to be. You guys are the examples in this building. And I hear all the time you say, these little kids are crazy. These 7th graders are crazy. They're watching your example. And if you want them to be better, be better. I'm a parent. I have children. They watch me. I have to be better if I want them to be better. These 7th and 8th graders are watching you guys walk around the building, saying what you want to adults, talking bad about adults. What do you think they're going to do? Computer etiquette. Not having your computer in class. You know we've transitioned to a computer-based learning style. I know everybody doesn't like it, but you need to be prepared when you're in class. That's for everybody. Computer, charger, whatever. On the flip side, playing videos while in class is inappropriate. Watching Netflix, watching YouTube. This is a big deal. Have a seat, Raheem. Negative attitude towards staff. I didn't just say teachers, I said staff. You see us all lined up front. You disrespect Ms. Hutton, you disrespect Ms. Martin. You disrespect Mr. Ergang, you disrespect Mr. Coyle. We are a united front up here. You can't act differently to different members of our staff. You can't. I respect each and every one of you. We respect each and every one of you. We ask for the same in return. And the things that you're being asked to do are not life and death. It's put your phone away. Sit down. Do your work. Those are the things that we're getting the biggest pushback on. Those three things. Put your phone away, sit down, do your work. Does it sound silly to say it out loud? Those are the biggest things that we're getting pushback for from the senior class. Seniors. You know how you're supposed to be acting. You know how your classmates are supposed to be acting. We're asking for you to act that way. Phone refusals. If you don't want your phone taken, it shouldn't be seen. There are times in certain classes where we do allow you to use your phone. I know for me personally in senior seminar, you have to have it with the college applications and financial aid and things. But that phone doesn't go out in the hallway and you on your phone or you have it in your back pocket or you're talking. Y'all know this. You have been here long enough. I don't care if you just got here this week or you've been here since 7th grade. You know what the rules are. And the snapback comments about your phones and people seeing them, this has been the rule since you started here. Everybody knows that. A student said last week, well, I'm a grown-age woman. You're not, because you don't have a high school diploma. You got to ask to go to the bathroom. Do y'all hear me? Y'all laughing, but I'm serious. Phones are important, I get it. My phone's important too. But there's a time and a place for everything. If I'm in a meeting with Mr. Ziemba, I'm not sitting in front of him texting. Do y'all hear me? There's a time and a place for everything. There's going to be a time in your life when you're not going to be able to have your phone. Some of you have parents who can't answer their phone during the day because they're at work. Right now, this is your job, your main job, to get through these next 8 weeks. If you don't want your phone taken or touched, keep it out of sight. If I don't see it, I don't have x-ray vision to go in your pocket and take it. If it's not seen, then nobody will say anything to you. And these last two, walking out of class on a pass, just getting up and walking out, unacceptable. We are accountable for your whereabouts. If this building combusts and goes on fire, we have to tell people where you are. If your parent called up and say, the building caught on fire, where's my student? I don't know, they walked out of class 15 minutes before the fire. What? Walking out of class, unacceptable. Early dismissals. This is what I'll say as well. There has been a rash of early dismissals for seniors over the last month to 2. You get out at 1:40. We have senior project coming up, so you have me 7th period. You have physics, either physics, Martin, or Hutton, 7th period, or music. There's still class happening. There's still school happening. Just because you think you can make it up later is not an excuse for you to just get early dismissals. Yes, I understand things happen, there are appointments, but I also know that people are calling you out of school. We're not done. We're not done. Knock these next 8 weeks out so that you can graduate. The expectations. At school on time each day, 8:10, be here. In class every period on time. Basic expectation. We're not walking the halls. Most of your classes are 3 feet away from each other. A pass when you're in the halls. And if somebody asks you for that pass, not giving them your behind the kiss. This goes for everybody. Group responsibility. We are the class of 2022. So you have a responsibility not only to yourself, but to your class as a whole. We have lots of important things coming up, lots of exciting things coming up. We don't want to take anything away, and we want to have a good time. However, we are a class. So some of you are sitting here like, I don't do any of this, Ms. Martin. However, you all have a responsibility to each other. You are your brother and your sister's keeper. This is your class. And the way that the rest of the year goes is going to be based largely on you. If your classmates are walking the halls or there's somebody that's chronically missing, get in their ear. You need to be in class on time. You need to stay in class the whole period. Yo, bro, get to class. We're serious. We're tired of the disrespect, and not the blatant disrespect like F you, Ms. Martin. That's not what we're saying. But if we address you, people are pushing back on things again. Do your work, sit down, put your phone away. Those are the big 3 things. You guys have a responsibility to each other to reduce these behaviors. Making sure you have your computer in class, charged all the time. Hiding in bathrooms has become a thing with seniors as well. And this is for the whole class, boys and girls. Some bathrooms might be locked, but there's a reason for that. Making sure that you get in your friends' ears. Come to class. Like, it's nowhere even to cut here but the bathroom. And then being late from lunch. That is a huge deal. Being able to go outside for lunch is a privilege. People have been taking advantage of that privilege and coming back 10 minutes late, 20 minutes late. Late detention starts back up today. I know we took a little long. Ms. Martin hit her head, and I have a headache now, but it's okay. Late detention. If you're late twice during the day, detention will be the same day. There are no exceptions. Work is not an excuse. You knew you had work during the day when you were late to those classes. Being late one time is fine. But being late twice, that constitutes detention. Our new incentive, if you're late to school 10 times, you automatically fail first period. Do y'all hear me? Yes, that starts today. Let me tell you why. We have less than 40 class days left. You got less than 40 class days left in 12th grade. You need to be on school in class, in school on time in class in order to pass that class. It's not fair on the teacher to have to give you all this makeup work because you aren't here to get it the first time. So does everybody hear me? It's not fair to your teachers for you to be coming to them the last week in May, the last week of the report period, trying to make up all the work that you missed because you were late 20, 30 times. Because that's what's happening. If you're late 10 times starting today, you fail first period automatically. And I'm telling y'all this now. This is the second day of RP2. You need to take responsibility for your actions, but also you need to encourage your friends to get to school on time and to get to school every day. Consequences. Late to class twice a day, detention same day, no excuses. Late to school 10 times, fail first period, no excuses. Paperwork, phone refusal, walk out of class, cut in class. That results in paperwork from the dean call. Y'all hear me? We're serious. If you skip detention, there will be a parent meeting the next day. We will uphold this. Parent phone calls for all above infractions. The team will be making parent phone calls if you are in any of these categories. Lastly, for the most egregious things, so anything repeated level 2s or unfortunately a level 3, then you will have a senior contract. That means you won't be able to participate in prom and graduation. So that is for a level 3 violation or repeated level 2s. Do y'all hear us? We want it to be clear. We wanted to be clear up front with you at the beginning of RP4. As a team, we're serious, and as a team, we are united. We won't take questions, but what we will do is express to you how serious we are. Real quick, next steps. Graduation is June 1st. I keep saying it because it's coming whether you're ready or not, and whether you're on that stage or not. It is booked and paid for, and it's expensive. More real world consequences. Less conversation and more consequences. We're treating you like adults. Straight consequences, detentions must be served, deemed referrals, senior contract. Like if you fall in those categories, these things will be given. It's not going to be a back and forth about it. Hall monitoring by staff will make sure that we are making sure that you are in class. Senior contract for those extreme cases. One bad apple can spoil the bunch. So if you're sitting there like none of this applies to me, this is your bunch of apples. You will forever be known as the class of 2022. One bad apple, one bad consequence can spoil everybody else. I think that's the last one. Act like an adult, give respect, get respect. We got 8 weeks left. We have a lot of stuff coming up. I want you all to be able to partake in it. Senior week, prom, all the stuff. Spirit week, everything. But it's up to you how you're going to participate in it. We're asking for a reset today, okay? So moving out of this cafeteria, we are expecting changed behavior from you, from us. We're expecting respect. We're expecting you guys to work together to ensure that we have a great rest of the year.